Have you ever heard of the Committee of Regions?
No.
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 No, I've never heard of it. So what actually is the Committee of Regions?
So it's a body of people, of representatives from different countries in the European Union. The committee aims to promote integration and create sense of belonging and mutual identity for EU citizens, and also to have transparency in its decision making. This is called subsidiarity. So it is made up of 329 members who represent the voices of local citizens, and their job is to communicate the issues put forward by citizens.
What kinds of issues?
So the committee has 6 subsidiaries, which deals with issues relating to finance, employment, social policy, the environment, vocational training, and transport.
So every 2.5 years, the Assembly elects the committee president and the first vice president. So the president represents the committee and directs all of its work. If the president is absent or unable to attend, he or she shall be represented by the first vice president or one of the other vice presidents.
So how do they ensure that the people's voices are heard?
Well, first of all, regions elect local representatives who meet with the citizens to hear their concerns. The opinion is then presented by the representative to all members in plenary session, which happens 6 times a year, so 12 times every 2 years or 18 times every 3 years.
Quick maths!
Then members vote to amend and adopt it. And finally, the opinion is shared and communicated to all relevant EU institutions.
So what effects do they have on day-to-day lives?
So basically it advises on new legislation for other EU institutions, such as the European Parliament and the Council of the EU, which have an impact on regions and cities and accounts for 75% of all EU legislation, which is pretty much a big deal.
For example, the committee may make decisions relating to public health, which we see in our everyday lives.
So members can be, for example, leaders of regional authorities, mayors, or elected and non-elected representatives of regions and cities of the 27 EU member states. So what are the weaknesses of the organisation?
One weakness is that the European Parliament is not obliged to take a committee's opinion into account. However, in practice generally does so. Another weakness is that each region has 1 representative. If there were more representatives per group, a greater amount of work could have been done.
So they could also have greater visibility and awareness in the EU, as most people are not aware that the EU has this kind of platform, including the people that we asked before.
Another weakness of the committee is that they only hold 6 plenary sessions per year, so there can be little access for people from different regions who want to have their voices heard.
On the 5th of March this year, the Committee of the Regions are planning to hold a session to discuss the fact that only 15% of mayors are women.
Think about the laws about.
That's pretty there's a lot of men. It seems like there's a lot more men than women.
On the 13th of February this year, the Committee of Regions welcomed their first elected female chair of the SEDEC Committee.
Minusta tärkeintä Euroopan unionissa on säilyttää rauha. Mikäli meillä ei olisi Euroopan unionia, ei nuorilla olisi mahdollisuutta kouluttautua Erasmus-ohjelman kautta. Aikoinaan kun minä opiskelin, niin minulla ei ollut sellaista mahdollisuutta.
In the most recent session, they've made pledges towards a Green Deal, investing in more culture for regions that are falling behind, and how to deal with the current EU brain drain. In the meantime, we recommend you find out who your local representative is so you can present them with any issues you might have to improve your region.